So I'm gonna teach you guys how to tie an FG knot, which is basically a braid to mono knot. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna tension the main line, which is the line coming out of your rod right here. I have some forceps right here, which I can use to weigh down the line with just gravity right here, as you can see. So now that the line is tensioned, you can take your leader line, any will do, and usually with leader line you want this line to be thicker than your braid line, because the braid line will actually bite on to your leader line right here, and if it's too thin, then the braid line will slip and it won't work. So make sure whatever braid line you're using, it has to be thinner than your leader line. So how I like to do this is you're gonna take so how I like to do this is you're going to so how you're going to do this is you're going to take your leader line and you're going to put it over your main line, and you want to have enough line. It's better to have more than less. So around this will do. It depends. More is always better. You don't want to have too little. And if you have too little, it's hard to so what you want to do is put your main leader line. So what you want to do is take your leader line right here and place it over the main line, and what you want is to have some tag end right here. So what you want to do is take your leader line and place it over, perpendicular to your main line, and you want to leave a little bit extra line so it'll be easier to make the loops. So remember, main line in the back, leader line in front, and what you want to do is take your leader line and go under the main line and back over like so right here, and that was through the top. Now you want to do it in this bottom. So take your leader line through the back and bring it over, and so you're creating this braid effect in your line right here. So you're gonna do that 6 times up here and 6 times down here. So we already did 2. Let's do 3 right here. Make sure it's all the way to the center point right here. I like to call that the crosshair. You want to make sure all these are tightly wound, or else it will slip at the final pull. So right there, 3, 4, and it's super easy. You're just gonna do this over and over and over until you have enough. Make sure it's all the way at the center right there. See that? And that's the whole point of tensioning it. So a few more times and we should be good. All right, I think that should be enough. As you can see, it is all tightly bounded in the center right here, and from here you want to hold everything in place. So you're gonna hold that, release your tension at the bottom down here. So this right here, let me get some extra line. So you still want to hold that tension right there. You still want to have that cross pattern. See, you want to have that cross pattern, and you're going to take the end of your main line, which is the braid, right? And see these two lines? The main line and the tag end of the leader. You basically want to put it together like so. See that? Put these two together and just do a overhand knot right there. See? And just keep tension. That will go all the way down to that point. And there's one. You want to do this 3 to 5 times. See? Make sure it's on there real good. Give it a tug. That's how you know it's tight on there. The tighter your knots, the better it grips onto the leader line. So do that another time. Put these two lines together as so. Wrap it around. There you go. Second one. And see this? It's not fully seated. You want to like seat it all the way down here at the very end. Not in the middle, not in the back, at the very end. Tying it down. Do another time. Right there. And just pull. See, the knot will want to gravitate towards the end of that crosshair. Tying it down. See, you know it's tight when you hear that sound. Now what you want to do to finish off this knot is do a double one. So you're going to do, remember, make sure these two are straight with each other. Do one time. Alright, you're going to do it once. You're going to pull it all the way down. And then do another one. Grab the main line, the braid, and wrap it around one more time. Right there. See, bring it through. Now you've essentially created two. And you're just going to pull it down and right to the center of that crosshair. Pull it as hard as you can. There you go. And now you have successfully created the FG knot. And how you can tell is if you take your and I'm gonna let out some line. So the way you can tell if you created a successful FG knot is if you take your main line and the end of the leader line, not the tag end, your main leader line, your main line and your leader line, not the tag end of your leader line, and you're just gonna pull as hard as you can. Make sure right there. Well, see, and it is on there tight. That's what you want right there. It is not going anywhere. And after this, you just take your pliers. You're gonna cut the tag end of both. So this is the tag end of your braid line. You're gonna cut it. You're gonna cut it all the way as close as you can possibly get it. Right here. So that was your main line, the tag end of your main line. And now you want to cut, well, it's on there. Look. There you go. So you cut the tag end of your main line and you're good to go. Boom. And then you just cut as much length of leader line as you want. And there. You have